Hello and welcome to a extra special festive edition of the Bonus Points podcast. I'm Joe Garrett, as always being joined by Oli Guy.
Hello, hello.
But today we also have a very special guest who is going to be taking over as the host, our friend Jack Marshall.
Hey, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm very nervous. Big shoes.
Well, don't be nervous. Basically, it's just the three of us chatting video games. So yeah, basically we had the idea of doing a quiz, but the problem is the podcast so far has only been me and Ollie, and it doesn't really work. We're trying to do a quiz, and it's just us. So yeah, very luckily Jack has stepped up to the plate, and you've made a quiz for us, right?
I have. You're setting me up for a big success, but I wouldn't get your hopes that high. But yeah, I've got a quiz for you, some challenging questions in there. I think it's going to put you both through your paces a bit, so I'm excited.
Okay.
Well, so yeah, I picked Jack because I believe that he will be completely unbiased. Because even though me and him are friends, I have been for a few years, I feel like he would love to watch me fail. So that's why I thought he would be a good choice.
That doesn't sound unbiased.
No, but like I was thinking, the thing is as well, is like, because the other choice was your partner, Joe. But I was like, well, you kind of got your own thing. Like, you kind of know what you're doing. Like, you live together. You're going to have things that you know about.
Yeah,
whereas
there's a lot of game crossover there because we play most of our games together.
Yeah. So Jack also has a background in the games industry. He works for Unity. What are you working on at the moment?
Can't tell you, super secret stuff. Robots.
If you couldn't guess, we chatted just before. Jack specifically said, "Don't ask me what I'm working on."
And also, Jack used to run another podcast, didn't you, Jack?
I did. We had a little podcast where we'd review retro video games. And I'm not like trying to blow my own trumpet, but we had at least 10 listeners, so we were pretty good shot. We did pretty well. Yeah.
What was it called?
Fun. It's called Retrograde. And,
okay, we will bleep that, but I just wanted Joe to know, so I don't want to mention any other podcasts on the show. But yeah.
So we also I'm looking forward to this because a little bit of spice happened already when me and Ollie were out for lunch the other day, and I said, "Oh, who do you reckon's going to win? Who's going to take it?" And you said, "Obviously me. I know way more about video games."
Yeah,
so,
I'm the bigger nerd here. I carry it well, but I'm the bigger nerd here.
Okay, no, I agreed in some areas. Like we have our areas of specialties. My downfall is that like I know stuff, but someone asked me, and my brain just goes like, "Yeah, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you as soon as you don't need the information. I'll let you know." That's the way my brain works.
You'll be on the toilet like, "Oh, that was that thing." Like, I get exactly the same.
Oh man, there's pressure now. You guys are getting competitive about this. I thought it was just going to be a light-hearted Christmas quiz like you do with your family. You guys taking it serious.
Nothing light-hearted about this channel.
We always plan to be light-hearted, but me and Ollie are actually both quite competitive. So we got another series called Best of Three, which the reason we've never said why it's called Best of Three, but that was a running joke because anytime I'd beat Ollie at something, he'd always not accept losing. He'd always just say Best of Three, genuinely say. And then it became a running joke for how much he would say Best of Three when he lost,
which wasn't that often.
Have you been keeping like a table of who wins? Well, how do you do it? Is it just you pick a random game, or is it the same game? You're just doing Street Fighter or something?
God, someone's not watched the series, have they? God, you're not a true fan. No, we basically change games every week. We alternate, and then first one to get 33 wins. Wins
basically a kid's sports day medal, which says bot on it for Best of Three.
I'll check it out after this. You just got yourself a new subscriber.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't subscribe.
You're hosting an episode. You don't need to subscribe.
What's this called again?
This is our special Christmas quiz. I'm ready. Is everyone else ready? Should we get to it?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Right,
all right,
away,
let's
Jack.
go. Welcome to the Bonus Points Christmas Special Quiz 2021. You guys pumped?
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm Jack. I'm very happy to be here for this quizzical extravaganza with you both. Obviously, we've got two competitors who already introduced us. We've got Ollie in the blue corner and Joe in the red corner. This is going to be split over 4 rounds. It's going to be 10 points per round. I'll be keeping the scores, no cheating. I think we're pretty much ready to go, right?
I'm ready.
Yeah, so for the audio listeners, we will also be writing our answers down to prove that we're not cheating. because
Alright.
Because we need to take that precaution because we would cheat in a Christmas video game quiz.
But before we get started, like a nervous stable hand, hold your horses because there is a prize that we're going to be playing for today. For our audio listeners, you won't be able to see this, but I've created a lovely little trophy for you both. I'm just going to share this. Can you see that?
Not yet.
not yet.
But it's only adding to the tension.
Yeah.
So you'll see this. I've created a beautiful prize for you both. Oli, I know the audio listeners can't listen. Oli, you're a designer by trade. Can you explain the intricacies of the angles of this picture that I've drawn?
Yeah, so it's basically a beautiful star that's... I don't know how they've managed to warp it as you have, but it looks very unique, great. You've also cut out the logo that I made. Excellently. I mean, I'm gonna put it in the I'll put it in the show notes so everyone can see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks.
I can notice
squashed the logo. You've squashed it, so that looks good too.
I recognise the Photoshop lens flare in the top left corner, the automatic lighting effect, and it says 2001 Xmas winner with no spaces between any of the characters, and I was looking forward to winning anyway. Now I really have the drive to win to get that trophy.
So
hold on, it gets bigger because 2 points. One, I didn't even know it says 2001. That's a genuine mistake. But anyway,
2001.
And two, this is not just an image because this is 2021 brackets 2001, and it's the future. This is going to be an NFT.
Oh my God.
I don't know what that means. I don't know how they work. I just know that apparently that means there's only one of them. So whoever wins is going to get this NFT. And I think that means you own it forever. It's yours. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So no one can prove that you didn't win, basically.
Exactly. So the stakes are very high. So should we get into it and get into round one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
Are we gonna do answers between every question, or are we doing 10 and then all the... I'd rather do them between every question.
I'm the quizmaster here.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's a good question. Well, let's find out in the first round, which is called Strike It Mucky, which is a pun on the UK game show Strike It Lucky, for those who don't know. This is going to be pretty self-explanatory, obviously. It is going to be a Metacritic higher or lower. I'm going to give you one game, so you're each going to get 5 games in a row, 2 points per game, correct? And I'm going to give you the game, going to give you the score, and I'll give you the next game. You tell me whether you think the Metacritic score is higher or lower. I have a coin here. Ollie, make the call, heads or tails?
I'll be heads, please.
It is heads. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay, cool. You're going first. You're getting, from this year, you're getting Xbox games. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to start with number 1, is Halo Infinite. On Metacritic, that has a score of 87. So keep that in your memory, 87.
Okay.
Follow-up game, first 2 points. Horizon 5, higher or lower than Halo Infinite with 87?
I think people went mad for Horizon. So yeah, I'm going to say higher. Forza is above Halo.
Ollie, do you reckon he's got it? What do you reckon?
I'd say yeah. I was the same.
Correct. It is higher on 90 on 92. Well done. First 2 points to Joe. Let's make it interesting. Let's cut over now to Ollie. Let's do your category. Ollie, your category is Nintendo games from this year. Ooh. So we're going to start with Metroid Dread, which scored a very impressive 88 on Metacritic average. Your next game, so 88, keep that in mind. Next game is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Higher or lower? Higher or lower?
I reckon lower.
It's higher. It's 89.
Oh, come on!
Sorry, Ollie, you start
They are so hard, those two.
Show the next one. I've just seen what the next one is. Makes it
It's such a weird game. It's like a kind of remake of a Wii U game with some DLC.
Yeah, what? That's ridiculous.
All right, let's go back to Joe. Your second question. So you had Horizon 5 on 92. Probably should have organised these a little bit better. The next game is Unpacking.
Okay, so I'm comparing the 92 from Forza to Unpacking.
To an indie game.
Is there a more different pair of games than like Forza than Unpacking? People did love Unpacking, but I'm going to go lower because 92 is pretty high for Metacritic. But I do think less reviewed Unpacking. No, I'm going to say lower.
It's correct. It is lower. 2 points for Joe. Well done.
Unbelievable. You went from the highest rated game of the year to like an indie game that like...
How dare you?
A beloved indie game.
Beloved indie
game.
It was beloved. Yeah.
Ollie, back to you. We left you with Super Mario 3 World plus Bowser's Fury 89. Your next game is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, which did come out for the Switch this year. Higher or lower than 89?
That is definitely lower, because that was the worst version as well as the Switch version. I'm assuming you're doing the Switch version, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay, then I would say lower then, yeah.
Little drum roll. That's correct. It was lower at 85. Well done. 2 points to Ollie. Joe, back to you. A little bit tricky. Let's hopefully a little bit trickier now. You got Unpacking on 81. Your next game is Psychonauts 2. Higher or lower than 81 for Unpacking?
This is a tricky one. So, like, I loved Psychonauts 2, but I think I probably loved it more than reviewers. But it was nominated for Game of the Year. It was in the running. So I'm gonna say higher, but I think only just.
It's correct. Another 2 points. It's higher by 87, so 6 points higher than Unpacking. But there you go. All right. Well done. Well played. Ollie, back to you. You had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 at 85. Your next game is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Higher or lower than 85?
I love that game. I reckon it was lower. That 85, is it? Sorry.
Tony Hawk's was at 85, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I reckon lower, yeah.
Sadly, you are correct. It is 76.
When with your head, not your heart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with your head, not your heart.
Quite a bit lower. Joe, back to you. Psychonauts 2 at 87. Your next game is Forgotten City, which I believe was your first podcast episode.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you're a fan.
People should go check that out. Pause this show and go back and listen to it. But anyway, Psychonauts
you
2
did a quick
87.
Google.
Psychonauts 2 87. Forgotten City, higher or lower than Psychonauts 2
That's the
87?
hardest one yet. Like, Forgotten City, I know reviewers loved it, but 87's already so high. Can I borrow that coin that you used to flip earlier?
You really can if you want.
Wait, let me see. I actually have it. I literally have no idea, so I'm going to put it to luck, okay?
Right.
So, heads, Forgotten City. Ooh. It's tails. So, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what the other option was. So lower. Lower.
Yeah.
So I think lower than 87. Is what
Lower than
me
87.
and the coin think.
Incorrect. It was higher by 88 by 1 point.
Right, throw away this point.
We go back.
That's worthless now.
Yeah, I got all of mine right. The coin got one wrong. That's the score so far.
We go back to Ollie, who left it on Super Monkey Ball on 76. Your next one is, it's a tricky one, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
That's definitely higher than 76.
Higher or lower? Higher or lower?
Definitely higher, 100%.
Definitely higher. Final answer?
Yep.
It's correct. It is higher. But on 81, only 5 points higher.
Well, Monkey Ball is pretty good.
Who knew? And we go back to Joe with the last game of the 5. So you have Forgotten City 88. Next one, even trickier. It Takes Two.
Ooh, the game of the year. Is it better than 88 though? It was a bit of a surprise that it won Game of the Year, but
It was.
oh, it's going to be so close again, isn't it? These have got so much harder at the end. I think. I think lower. I think lower than 88.
Lower?
Yeah.
It's incorrect. It's higher. 89.
Oh, my last three were all within 1 point. It literally might have been. Oh, that is tricky.
I know, I'm sorry. That's the way the cookie crumbles. But we go back to Ollie with Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD on 81. Your next game is Monster Hunter Rise. Higher or lower than 81?
Higher. Definitely higher. That's a great game. That's my most played game, Switch game of the year, that is.
Going higher? Final answer?
Definitely.
It is higher. Well done. That is the end of round 1. Despite Joe running away with it a bit at first, it actually ends up with Ollie with a score of 8 and Joe with 6.
Gonna write that
Yeah,
down.
I'm already not looking forward to editing this and hearing back me making these obviously wrong answers.
Well done, everyone. Round 1 is over. The next round, I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to give you scores out of 10 for this, based on creativity, imagination, and just generally how much you sent it to me. This round is called It's Britney Pitch. It's where you're going to have to pitch to me a game based on a title that I give you. I'm glad you both enjoyed that name. I was very proud when I came up with it today on the toilet. This game. I'm going to give you a title for a game, and all you have to basically do is try and sell it to me, come up with any creative idea you want, and I'm going to grade it out of 10 based on a real arbitrary value, but we'll go from there. I have a list of 10 game names. Who would like to go first?
We're doing 10 games.
No, we're not doing 10. You're going to give me a number out of 10, sorry, and you're going to get one of them.
Okay.
Who'd like to? Who went first in the last round? Joe went first, right? So maybe Ollie, you should go first.
I'll go. I'm winning, so I think I should.
That makes even better sense.
Yeah. Okay, so can I?
Between 1 and 10.
Lucky number 7, please.
Okay. So your game. I tried to make these game titles quite fun, and this is based on they're puns on other games. So your game name is Alien Isolation PCR Test Pending. That is your game name. Okay. Alien Isolation PCR Test Pending. Okay.
Okay.
So have a think. And Joe, would you like to pick a number between 1 and 10 that is not 7?
I'll go number 10.
Okay. This is
No.
So based on Disco Elysium, but this is instead UK Nightclub Elysium. So that is your game title.
Okay. Right, and how long do we have to come up with our name?
Game.
Well, your game. This is up to you, but maybe this is when we pause for a minute and give you guys some chance to breathe and think.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I think I've come up with something, but it might grow and evolve as I'm explaining it.
Yeah, I feel I'll be ready enough.
I should go first, right? That's only fair because I picked first.
Okay, so Ollie, your game name was Alien Isolation PCR Test Pending.
Yeah.
Very topical. Sell me this game.
Okay, so this game is about an alien that comes to Earth and is pretending to be a human. So what they do is once they get to Earth, they go through airport security because they're like, that's the best way to get in. And then they get trapped in a quarantine hotel and they have to do a PCR test to get out and prove that they are, in fact, not infected. But what happens is you do your PCR test inside your hotel room, and then you get a little cutscene, maybe a bit AIDS Odyssey-like, where they're pushing the trolley full of PCR tests, and then yours falls down the back, and they lose it. So therefore, you are stuck in isolation until you find your own way out. So then what you have to do is stalk between the rooms, stalk between the hallways as an alien, and take out members of the scientists that are doing the tests, take out other people, anyone that spots you breaking your isolation, to ultimately find your PCR test and complete it. But then the twist is, you had COVID the whole time, and you should never have left your room. Or maybe you can have two endings where one of them is it's positive and one of them is negative.
Ollie, spoilers.
No, because
in case
Jack's
we make the game.
Yeah, Jack's the production. He needs to know what happens.
I'm glad there was a moral to the story of he shouldn't, like the alien learned at the end that he had it in all along and he shouldn't have gone out. Because at first it sounds like you were just trying to break isolation and get out of your hotel room, which obviously we would not encourage.
Yeah, but we don't encourage that. Also, it's like an escape room. That's another thing I just thought of.
I do... I do have one question. Why did if the alien travelled from outer space, why did it choose to land at an airport?
Because it just thought, what's the easiest, most inconspicuous way to enter a country? Right under our noses.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I on the arbitrary scale of scoring that,
Well, don't score. Wait till you hear Joe's.
Okay. Oh, that's a good point. Comparison. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Exactly.
Let's go over to Joe, who I have. UK Nightclub Elysium was a game I gave to you. So, Joe, sell me the game.
So I wanted mine to, like, rather than just be a silly joke, I wanted it to be just a genuinely a good game that people would actually want to play. So it's basically just Disco Elysium, which we have already discerned on the podcast is a fantastic game. But I've kind of merged it with a bit of real life. So basically the idea is that you're in London and you've just been out for an evening, but then you are awoken in your hotel room by police banging on your door and telling you to get out of your hotel because there's a gas leak. And this happened to me and Ollie like a couple of days ago as we were recording this. And I think that would be a great setup, but you have no memory of anything that happened the night before, which wasn't what happened in real life, but in this game, that's what happens. And basically, you go outside of your hotel room, but it's all cold and horrible, and you don't have any shoes on, and you couldn't find your shoes in your hotel room, and you look, and the laces have been tied together, and they've been hung on a lamppost outside of the hotel room. So something left hanging in or in a tree, it could be. Yeah, and you got to work out who put your shoes on the lamppost and work out a way to get them down. So basically you got to go and like kind of talk around with people and work it out. You can eat fast food to build up your strength to maybe climb up and try and get your shoes. And then the big twist at the end is that they're not even your shoes. That's the game.
Okay, all right. That sounds... I'm going to soak this in for a second. I think here's why I'm gonna give Ollie 6 and Joe, I'm gonna give you 7. Let me explain why. 1, because when Joe started telling me his pitch, he went, by the way, this is going to be a good game and not just a joke game, which I love the shade that was thrown at Ollie there, so I have to give him a point for that. And also it drew from real life experiences, whereas in Ollie was a bit more fantastical, so that's why. So there you go. So what did I say? Ollie a 6 and Joe will give you a 7.
Unbelievable.
Can we get you to sign something, just considering where you work? If someone ends up making this game, can we make sure we get some sort of royalties or something? Because they were 2 pretty quality ideas.
Yeah. Absolutely not. Well, I should have. This is in my contract when I joined this podcast, so all ideas become owned by me. So that's pretty good. That's why I put that in there. All right.
Also,
okay.
We spoke a little bit behind the scenes, kind of while we were coming up with our ideas, and while we did that, you listed off some of the other options that could have come up, and I just feel it'd be such a shame if the audience doesn't get to hear them. So, did you maybe want to pick 1 or 2 that you wanted to share?
Absolutely, I'll go through some of my favourite ones. I had Lovers in a Dangerous Lockdown. I thought it was pretty good. A lot of these are COVID themed because that's what everyone's talking about at the moment. Bubba is isolating for 10 days. Another good one.
That's my favourite.
Stardew Coventry. Don't know why I had that one. Based on the board game, I had Ticket to Stride. I don't know what I was kind of doing with that. And then I also had Resident Evil UK Countryside Village, which I thought was quite fun.
For the Baba is you one, you could have like pushed it so it's like Baba is positive. Like COVID positive. The way it works.
Poor Baba. Alright, we're gonna get now into the real meat of this roast dinner that is this quiz. We're into the trivia round. No funny names for this round. This is just straight up trivia. This is where it matters. 10 questions, 1 point per question. There's a couple of multiple choice, some of them just straightforward. This is where it gets serious, okay? So, if you're both ready, pens, that's right. Get those pens out.
Yeah, question
1. Now, I'm gonna. Would you like me to go through all the questions first and then do the answers, or question then answer?
Yeah, one at a time. Yeah.
Question and answer. Okay, so question 1. Universal Pictures earlier this year announced a new Super Mario Brothers film will be made with Chris Pratt playing Mario himself. Because who else is going to play Mario?
He's so cool.
I know, but who has been cast to play Bowser? The quiz sigh. That's the best kind of sigh in the world.
Almost showed you my answer then.
I already wrote just audio listeners. Ollie had a little sneaky glimpse of his answer.
The answer is Jack Black. Show me your ansers.
It does say Jack. I realise you're going to have to bear with my...
Point for Joe and a point for Ollie. Well done, both of you. Good luck. Congratulations if you've got that at home as well, listeners. Feel free to play along, just in your head. Okay, number 2. Hard question, this one. This year, 2021, saw very few video game hardware releases. But on June the 15th, Atari VCS was launched. October the 8th, Nintendo Switch OLED. November the 3rd, the Evercade VS. On December the 13th, the Analog Pocket. But what piece of gaming hardware was launched on November the 12th? Yeah.
November the 12th.
It's a hard one.
Okay, that was about a month ago.
Would you both like a clue?
Yes. Unless Ollie doesn't. Yeah.
It is less than £50.
Less than £50. It came out a month ago.
There we go.
And it can play games, or could it be a peripheral?
It plays games.
Okay.
You're both gaming people. You definitely have seen this. It's not. Don't worry, I'm not going to be revealing. It's the Neo Geo Pocket from Japan. No, I'll give you a couple more seconds. Have either of you even got an answer?
It plays games. It came out on November 12th. Hang on, I've got an answer. 1 sec.
Is that 1 sec while you go off to Google and?
Okay.
Let's say pens down. The answer, tricky question, was of course the Game & Watch Legend of Zelda version.
I did know.
I almost wrote that. I almost because you've got one, haven't you, Jack?
I have got one. It's in the loft because it's going to appreciate value, and I'm going to give it to my grandchildren one day. And they're going to live like kings.
I was close though. Can I show you? I wrote down.
Ollie, what did you write down?
I wrote down Game Gear Mini.
Oh no, unlucky. And Joe, did you have any answer?
Yeah, I wrote down Xbox Series X2S Pro 720 just because I feel like that's probably what the next Xbox is going to be called, and I thought maybe there was a stealth release I didn't hear about.
Question number 3. In August, Fortnite announced its new controversial level that invites players to a virtual reimagining of a famous historic event/moment. What event was it?
I know what it is. I know what it is. It's unbelievable.
You don't have to get the as long as you get the general thing. You don't have to get the name and stuff like that. So,
controversial event that they would do in Fortnite.
In August, Fortnite announced its new controversial... Well, I mean, I should put controversial with quotes around it because obviously the gaming press went for it a bit. Controversial level that invites players to a virtual reimagining of a famous historical event/moment. What event was it?
You should ask Joe first because I definitely know what it is. It was crazy that it was in Fortnite.
Okay. Joe, do you have an answer?
Yeah. Let me just write down enough that you know that. Okay. Yeah, I've got an answer. It's a complete guess though. So
go ahead.
I got Martin Luther King Jr. speech.
That is correct.
Is it?
Ollie?
Yeah, I had the Martin Luther King memorial event.
Correct. It was the March Through Time event celebrating the life and work of Nobel Peace Prize recipient Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I can't believe you got that.
I swear that was a complete guess.
Unbelievable.
Question number 4. In October, Facebook revealed they are rebranding as Meta, and during the virtual presentation, Mark Zuckerberg wandered his virtual home like a totally normal human being. But what home decor did eagle-eyed viewers spot that confused them?
Did you watch it, Ollie?
No.
Neither did I.
So I'm going to have to just guess.
Yeah.
What did he have?
What would totally normal human being Mark Zuckerberg have in his virtual home on a wall?
Oh, that's thrown me off. My question was quite normal. I was just like, I don't know, like lizard brains on the wall or something.
I've got quite a good answer.
If you want.
Yeah, so...
What's your answer?
I've put smoked meat thing because I know that he likes smoking meat in real life.
You're not far off, but sadly that's not correct. Joe, what's your answer?
Oh, I wish I could change it now. I just read Zelda artwork. But I think maybe something with gaming. I don't know. I've literally no idea.
If you got this at home, well done. It was a bottle of barbecue sauce.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
You're
close.
Ollie. No point, no. All right, we're going to go a bit more gaming question here. This one is going to be multiple choice, so I'll give you options. What was Polygons Game of the Year for 2021? Ooh. The options are A, Inscription, B, Chicory, A Colourful Tale, C, Death's Door, or D, Wildermyth.
Okay, so I think I read this.
I will go through them again. It was either A, Inscription, B, Chicory, I hope I pronounced that right, A Colourful Tale, C, Death's Door, or D, Wildermyth. Okay, both got an answer?
Yep.
Indeed.
Let's go. Joe, do you want to go first? What's your answer?
Yeah, pretty spelled wrong. Well, definitely spelled wrong, but I've gone Chicory, Colourful Tale.
Okay. Ollie, how about
I've
you?
gone Inscription.
The correct answer was Inscription.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
Well
Well
And I
done.
think Chicory
Ollie.
was second, actually, wasn't it?
I chose all four of those, Inscription, Chicory, Death's Door, and Wild Myth, because they were all in the top 10.
Yeah.
But Inscription was number 1. I think Chicory was third. Halo Infinite was second. If I'm right?
I just know it's beloved, so yeah.
Yeah. It looks good, though. That Chicory game looks really good, actually.
I'd never heard of Inscription until Polygon put it at number 1. I must have just missed that.
Friend
on
of
my
the
radar.
show, I mean, I might even go as far to say boyfriend of the show, Chris, has actually played Inscription and he loves it. So you should ask him.
I thought you were going to say he made it or something.
He actually
Friend of the
made it.
show. I know a guy who played it once.
He's the guy who did the Inscription.
Okay, question 6. The Oxford Dictionary added a number of new words to the dictionary in 2021. One of these is Fluffernutter. What is a Fluffernutter?
It's to do with video games, is it?
No, this one's not at all. I just put it in because I like saying the word Fluffernutter.
Oh, it's not to do a video game.
This one's not. Apologies.
Fluffernutter.
In fact, I'll be honest, the next couple of questions coming up, not about video games much. So just general trivia. So for those of you who tuned in
Fluffernutter.
hoping for a gaming trivia, yeah.
Fluffernutter.
Wait, I have a complete guess. I mean, I have
All
something
right.
written down
Ollie,
which I
have you
know
got,
will be
have you
wrong.
got an
but-
answer?
I haven't got anything written down, but I can just tell you because I'm going first.
Go on. then.
Someone who is obsessed with dust.
That's not correct. But okay, Joe, what did you put down?
Well, it's going to look like I'm cheating here, but I wrote the exact same thing. No, I didn't. Wear a onesie all the time.
They are both great answers, but no, it's a sandwich. A sandwich made with peanut butter and marshmallow between two pieces of white bread.
Oh,
And
I kind of see.
there you go, Fluffernutter. I'm hoping that goes out to your American listeners who are just screaming, going, "Yeah, Fluffernutter, come on, that's very good."
Yeah.
They're like,
There you go.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
These damn English kids.
And there's someone else watching wearing a onesie saying, like, they stole our word.
Yeah. All right, question 7 is a nice, straightforward, non-gaming one. What won the Best Picture Best Picture award at the Oscars 2021? Oh, you both
Do we
froze.
get nominees?
Do you know what? Since you both froze and panicked, I will give you nominees. Just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, cool.
The nominees were the. I'll give you 5 of them because otherwise there's like 8. There's a lot of them. The nominees were Sound of Metal, The Trial of the Chicago 7, Nomadland, The Father, and Minari. Oh, look at you both very confused. It's good
I've
year
not
for
even. I've only
films.
heard of one of those, which was the Sound
I
of
mean,
Metal. I don't think that
I've
one
not
won.
gone to the cinema much this year as it happens. So
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
That
not
is
too
true.
familiar with
Did you say there's one called Minari?
Minari, yeah.
Minari. I'm just gonna say that one.
Spelt Minari. Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'll go with The Father.
Right. Okay.
Okay, just
Final
on the
answer.
father.
I've gone with
Minari.
Minari.
No, both incorrect. It was Nomadland.
No Man's Land.
Impressive. Nomadland. Yeah, starring Francis McDormand. It's a great film. It's on Disney Plus.
Is
Oh,
it?
is it? Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
You
Interesting.
should
Okay.
have asked some questions about Godzilla, then we might have been able to get those answers. Literally the only films I've watched recently.
Well, we're staying with films, but it is gaming related. Question 8. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 will launch in 2022, and it stars everyone's favourite sidekick, Tails. According to Sonic lore written in the ages, what is Tails' real name?
I know it. Might have a bit of an advantage here because I did actually work on the first Sonic film, so
I thought you were going to say
Got a
about
bit
the advantage. He is a best friend of mine, so that's the advantage.
Yeah.
bit of insider knowledge.
Yeah. Hang out with him all the time. He's mental. Joe, do you have an answer?
I wrote Flutterbutter.
It is not Flutterbutter. Ollie, what's your answer?
I have written miles per hour.
It is miles per hour. I was hoping you'd write miles per hour.
Tails.
I wouldn't
So
get that
wait.
point.
Do you know when that name was introduced? Is that like this? Like, was that in the manual of like Sonic 2, or is that like?
that's exactly where it was.
It was, yeah.
So it's a joke. It's a play on miles per hour. Miles per hour.
I see.
I
That's
did
so
not
weird.
know that.
Did you not?
I just thought it was miles per hour. That's his name. Okay,
I don't know
we're,
why does he get a second name and no one else in Sonic does?
Well, Sonic's second name is Hedgehog. Middle name The.
That is the middle name.
I suppose
It's better
Eggman
than, like,
has only got a last name. He doesn't have a first name.
it's better than Mario, and they're like, what's his second name? And they're like, Mario. So he's like called Mario.
Mario and Luigi Mario.
Yeah.
All right, we got another non-gaming one. Question 9. NBC launched in America their new streaming platform in 2021. What is the platform called? Here are your options. A, Rockefeller. B, Peacock. C, NBC View. Or D, Tubi, spelled Tubi.
Sorry, can you go through one more time?
Yeah, and NBC launched in America their new streaming platform in 2021, stealing all of the content off of Netflix and stuff. What is the platform called? A, Rockefeller. B, Peacock. C, NBC View. Or D, Tubi, Tubi. That could be Tubi, Tubi. Yeah, A, Rockefeller. B, Peacock. C, NBC View. D, Tubi.
Okay, I have a guess.
Ollie, let's go first.
Yeah, I was feeling really confident, but now actually I don't know if I am. But I put Peacock.
B, Peacock. Joe, how about you?
Yeah, I did the same.
That is correct, Peacock.
Yeah! I started to think, oh no, maybe that's another company, like, because I've heard about it. I feel like I've heard about it for the last 5 years. Well, it's only been a year. Yeah.
I feel like I had no knowledge of it, but I just felt like that'd be such a mad one to think up and throw in. That I was like, surely he would just think of Peacock. Like,
You're asking the man that came up with Stardew Coventry.
yeah, maybe I
I
underestimate you, Jack.
All right, here's another fun one. As of December 2021, of the top 30 most liked tweets, 21 of them come from one account. Okay, I want to know what account that is, and I will give you some clues. It's not Twitter, and it's a music-related account. So it's an artist, a band, record label, group, something like that.
Right.
Of the top 30 most liked tweets, 21 come from one account. They've got your answers written down.
I've written mine down, yeah. If it is who I think it is, then Joe's going to kick himself, because we talked about it at the weekend.
Is that when you were running away from a hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like running down the road for this.
All right, I've got a guess.
All right, let's do you first then, Joe. What's your guess?
Kanye West?
Ooh, okay. Ollie, what's your guess?
Little Nas X.
You're both wrong.
What?
BTS.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about all that.
Didn't think the international angle.
I don't know about all that. I don't get it. I'm too old. Do you know what I mean?
That's not music.
Yeah. I'm way too old for all that.
I was beat sabering to one of their albums not long ago. So
Beat Sabery, what's that? Is that like a TikTok?
It's like a tickety talk, is that?
Yeah.
I have one more bonus question, just because I saw this and I thought it was really interesting.
For a bonus point.
Looking at that list, bonus point. Yes, there's one more bonus question, and I just thought this was interesting. The 9th most liked tweet posted in 2020 with 3.2 million likes reads, "Hey guys, wanna feel old? I'm 40. You're welcome." Who tweeted that?
Ooh.
Hey guys, wanna feel old? This last year. Hey guys, I wanna feel old. I'm 40. You're welcome. So obviously think about that number. It's not the Queen. Ollie, let's you go first.
I put Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah,
Joe,
I did the same, and the spelling was so bad I read Home Alone Kid just to prove that is what I said.
That is correct. Well done. Point for me.
Yeah, nice.
I was thinking, like, when I saw that film, he was like 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
Because he was like 11 or 12, right? And I must have been super young when it came out, so...
Okay, that is the end of the trivia round. The scores at the moment, Joe is on 17 and Ollie is on 19. It's close.
Still close though. I'm doing my Mario Kart's tactic because I don't want the blue shells. I want to stay just behind, ready to overtake at the end.
All right, we're into the next round. It is the back and forth naming game round. So I will give you a category, and you need to go back and forth. Obviously, you can't repeat an answer. So, for example, I might say one of the ones I've written down is horror villains, but I'm not going to pick that one. So you would say these don't have to be alphabetical, just like Michael Madsen, Ghostface from Scream,
Okay.
whatever. The first person who can't give one. I don't know if we'll have a timer of how long it takes to give you an answer.
Maybe like
we'll
2
go
seconds. Just in
from
your
there.
head, just say you've taken too long. Just a couple of
Sure.
seconds, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so what we'll do, the first person who can't answer, the other person gets a point. Category number 1. We'll go, Ollie, since you're leading, you'll go... no, Joe, because you're behind, you should go first. Category is games beginning with B. B for beast. No numerical sequels, please.
Okay.
So first, name game beginning with B.
Okay. Bioshock 2.
He said no sequels.
Oh wait, sorry. I thought like you can't say it if there's.
What I meant was...
That's a point to me. That was easy.
Sorry,
No,
I assumed it was like if someone said the first one, you couldn't then say.
No. What I meant was, if you say Bioshock, someone can't say Bioshock 2, then Bioshock
Right.
3.
Okay,
and so
that's
on.
what I assumed. I didn't
what
know.
we'll say,
like...
we'll go back. We'll say Joe said Bioshock. Ollie.
Yeah. I will say Bloody Raw.
Joe.
Okay, I say Bomberman.
Ooh,
Good one. Ollie.
that's a good one. Blood Dragon. Does that count? Or is that F?
I'm going to Google if that's a game. I mean, it's Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I don't think that counts.
They sold it on its own though.
The full name for that title is Far
All
Cry 3
right.
Blood
All
Dragon.
right. We'll
That is
let
a
old
point.
Bioshock 2 have it then.
That is a point to Joe. Okay, next category. We'll do 5 of these. The next category is, if I can find my notes, games console launch titles. And we'll start with Ollie this time.
Is it any game console?
Any game console, just a launch title.
Okay. Dead Rising.
I'm hold. Correct. Carry on.
Yeah,
Joe?
it's got a broad thing, this one.
It's gonna take a while.
Maybe we'll be harsh with the time for this
Yeah.
one then. But, all right, Halo Combat Evolved.
Of course, yep. Ollie.
Breath of the Wild.
That was for the
Correct.
Switch.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
Tetris.
Yep, correct.
Super Mario All Stars.
That was not a launch title, I will just confirm. So you are saying for the Super Nintendo that was a launch
Yeah, I
title?
think so. I think it came with it.
In what country?
In what country? In England, I guess.
It was not a launch title.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
That's so annoying. I had such a good one for my next one as well. I was going to say Project Rub came with the DS because I got it with my
really?
DS on launch day.
I was thinking
yeah.
Dead or Alive 2 was the PS2, I think, launch title.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Yeah, I
I
believe
think Mario 64 would have been my one. Okay,
Yeah.
next one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm nervous that this might go on for a little while, but we'll give it a try. First generation Pokemon.
Ooh. So
Well, you're going to have to keep track of us not doubling up because...
Yeah, okay, let's go with Joe first.
wait, can we just clarify, what's the rule for evolutions? Because otherwise I see
Yeah.
how this will go.
Evolutions are allowed. Yeah, it's going to be a bit back and forth, you can remember, but evolutions are
Okay.
allowed.
All right, Squirtle.
War Turtle,
Ollie.
Blastoise.
Charmander,
Charmeleon.
Charizard,
Bulbasaur.
Venusaur,
Weedle.
Beedrill,
Geodude.
Golem,
Onyx.
Gyarados,
Magmar.
Magikarp.
Gyarados.
I said that!
Did you say Gyarados?
I said it! Yes, I said it! I said it after Alex! Yes!
Ollie did say Gyarados, I'm afraid.
I can't believe I thought that was going on for so long. I can't believe I messed that up.
That
I
was
was so
gonna be
focused
very-
on my ones.
I was concerned that was going to go on for quite a long time, so I'm kind of relieved that has ended. So
What's
it's
kind
good
of
to know.
it's kind of amazing. We both said Gyarados before either of us said Pikachu, which is quite amazing.
Yeah. I said it because
Yeah.
Onyx, I was like, Onyx doesn't evolve in the original, so I was like, well, another snake.
Yeah, I was
was
trying to
also-
throw you off by my picks, kind of, but yeah, backfired.
It was also beautiful because I had a list here of the things that you went through: Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, and you were almost perfectly following the list, but you skipped over Ivysaur.
Yeah, I was
can't
trying to
remember
play.
what it was called.
I was trying to
wanted
play mind
jump in and
games
go,
as well
"Ooh."
with the Weedle pick.
Okay. Round number 4, video game movies. Video games that have been turned into movies.
Do we need exact
will-
titles for the films?
I will. You are not allowed sequels. Well, I think. Okay, no. How about this? You can have a sequel if you get the full title.
Okay.
Otherwise, the first one. So I can't give an example because it'd be too good. But we are going to start with Joe.
Okay, like the Mario movie?
Yep. Ollie.
Angry Birds.
The Sonic movie?
Yep.
World of Warcraft.
Resident Evil?
Come on.
House of the Dead.
That was a film. Yep.
Silent Hill?
Have a good one.
Doom.
Well remembered.
Far Cry? There was a Far Cry one.
You
Was
as well,
there?
I think. Yep. There was. You involved already. Don't buy time, Ollie. Keep
Okay,
going.
sorry. In that case, then Postal.
That was a film. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed?
Correct.
Hitman.
Another good one.
Tomb Raider?
Can I have the other Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie?
If you can give me the full title.
No, that was the one I said. That was the one I was thinking of.
Okay. All right, no, not that one then. Give me 3 seconds. Dragon Quest has got a film.
Hold.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. I've seen it.
I will allow it.
Yeah.
Prince of Persia?
Ooh.
Well remembered. Good one.
Dead Rising. Got 2 films. Dead
Pokemon?
Rising Watchtower. Dead Rising Watchtower.
Okay.
If you want to look it up.
If
I do
if I'm allowed
Pokemon, it's
Dead-
got 49 films, probably.
Yeah, if I'm letting Dead Rising, I'm going to let Pokemon carry on. Ollie.
Oh no, I'm running out of time, aren't I?
Oh, I.
No,
think
give me 5
I'm
seconds. Give me 5
gonna-
seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Battleship. It's a board game.
No, you are.
I was
You
thinking
are
of
out of there.
I was thinking of Rampage because they made a game of Rampage, didn't they? Didn't have like
Oh yeah,
Dwayne
they made the
Johnson in it or
film.
something.
Yeah, with the Rock.
You missed a few big ones. Mortal Kombat was the one I was surprised in here.
Obviously.
Street Fighter.
Okay.
Street Fighter.
Came out this year. Street Fighter was another one you didn't mention. That came out this year as well. Yeah, I think that was about it. And they just announced today they're going to do another live-action Mega Man film. So that'll be exciting.
Which I saw, by the way, is being made by the people that made Catfish. Which is crazy.
The obvious choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we are at an interesting juncture now. That was the final round.
Yeah.
And you both have 20 points. But everyone's favourite, the classic tiebreaker question to decide the winner. You ready? I'm very happy we get to use this tiebreaker question because I was very excited when I came up with it.
Oh.
Right. It's going to be the person who gives the closest answer wins. Ryu or Ryu, he's known to his friends in Street Fighter. His height is listed in the Street Fighter World Encyclopedia. If you were to take your classic Great British baked beans, how tall is Ryu in baked beans?
In cans or in beans?
In individual beans.
Individual beans.
So
Right,
for
okay.
our non-UK listeners, you're both looking around for baked beans.
No, I'm doing some maths.
So
I'm looking around for
those
Ryu.
non-UK listeners. So and this is his height according to the Street Fighter World Encyclopedia. And I'm going to give you a teeny little bit of a clue. I was surprised by his height that they have listed. And I
Okay,
wanna know
I've got an answer.
how
I've got an
many
answer.
dinosaurs- Now hold on. There is one other thing I wanted to obviously explain. I wish I had an example. So when we talk about baked bean, I mean like if you stack them all up, but don't stack them like sardines. I mean if you stand them up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't want to hear any like, oh, I thought you meant laying down.
There's never any confusion when it comes to beans.
Yeah. Standard bean measurement. We can do SB measurement. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope you also don't get controversial about this because I've not actually got beans out and laid them down on the floor.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I've just been stepping in them the whole show, just walking over my dinner. All right, okay. We'll say the closest obviously gets the point and wins the quiz. The Xmas winner 2021 of the bonus points Christmas quiz.
Yeah.
Ollie, how many beans tall have you gone for?
Okay, so I've figured there's probably about 4 beans in an inch. And I know that Ryu is a bit shorter than you think. I think he's either like 5, he's somewhere between 5'10" and 6 foot.
I love the way you know that. Like, all
I basically worked out how many inches that is and then times it by 4. And I reckon it would probably be about 284 beans in height. I actually worked out 288 and then I took some off because I felt like it wasn't quite right. So 284 beans.
Okay. I feel a bit worried now because, like, you were saying you think he's quite short, and I've undercut you quite a decent amount. You went mathematical, and I went, look at my floor and imagine beans. That was my method, so, which probably isn't the way to do this. I've done 141. I was quite specific with my imagining.
Well,
we buy like the big packs of beans, or like the giant beans. We buy mega beans. So.
They're like American footballs. I only have 1 bean, thanks.
Do you want to crack open a tin and we share a bean?
Well, I must say, one of you is incredibly close with your answer. Incredibly close, to the point where I was horrified by how close you were.
Wow.
Ryu is, according to the Street Fighter World Encyclopedia, 5'9", which is 175 centimeters tall. A bean's length is 1.3 centimeters average. The bean mean is 1.3 centimeters. That means his actual height in beans is 134.6. So Joe wins with 141 beans.
Unbelievable.
7 beans off, Joe was. Joe knows his beans.
7 beans off. I can't believe it came down to a bean question and it was a Street Fighter question. So the best of 3 name began because I beat Oli at Street Fighter and he's really good at Street Fighter.
That's
and he couldn't. Yeah, I did. I beat you on the.
No, you didn't.
I beat you.
No, you didn't.
And then you couldn't believe it, so you had to do best of 3.
No. We played Street Fighter and I almost double perfected you and you were like, well, let's play Halo then and I'll kill you 10 times in a row and you'll never kill me. And then I killed you
that was a different day. That was a different, and I beat you in Halo, but you did get a kill on me.
Well,
also, I've drawn some beans to scale here. Right?
Wrong.
You see that is over an inch and that's 3 beans.
That's way bigger bean. How big are these beans you're eating, buddy? That's the biggest bean. If that bean turned up on my plate, I'd be like, send this back. That's not a bean.
I'm going to get some beans out and I'm going to lay them next to this drawing I've done. Because this is a fix. This is a fix.
You sent me dates covered in bean juice. That's what you sent me. But well done. You've both been great competitors. It was very close at the end, but Joe takes the bonus points 2021 Christmas winner. Joe, I'll be sending you your NFT. I know you're very excited to receive that.
I'm excited to find out how you receive an NFT.
I also do not know how you send them at the moment, so that's going to be interesting. I'm hoping I can post it because that'll make things a lot easier. But there you go. Well done for you both. Thank you for attending.
Thank you so much for doing the quiz. That was amazing, Jack.
Yeah, good job, man. Great. I mean, even though it was a complete fix that I lost, still good job.
Yeah, so that was the first ever of hopefully many Christmas quizzes on the Bonus Points podcast. Yeah, super close. GG Ollie, very, very well played. I was a little bit sweaty a bit earlier on, but when I got to the beans question, my speciality subject, I knew I had it in the bag.
I can't believe that beans question. That's unbelievable. So how tall are you in beans then, Jack?
Well, I'm 6'4", as you know, so I must be about 190 beans.
Yeah, and that's kidney beans as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are Joe's beans.
No, it's like beanbag beans. That like.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway, we are 3 has-beens doing the Bonus Points podcast. Thank you all so much for listening. We hope you all have an amazing Christmas, and the podcast will be returning very shortly in the new year. So once again, thank you so much to Jack for joining us. Thank you to Ollie for being an amazing sport. Thank you to you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Cheers. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Unbelievable beans.